So I have these corner shelves. They're about 5 feet tall. And these little ornate brackets that you see right there are just for decoration. And this one right here is in good shape. A little dusty, but it's in good shape. But this one over here, it's broke. The top brackets are broke. I have all the pieces. So I have the shelves, I have the poles, etc., etc. But these little ornate brackets are broke. So I have to make them, and I'm going to make them using my CNC machine. This is how I did that. The first thing I did was I traced this, and I came up with this right here. This tracing on white paper, not so white, and I can't use that in my CNC machine. What I've got to do is I've got to get rid of all the grayish white, and I've got to take the lines, I've got to make them darker. So this is what I did. I brought the file into ChatGPT. Now I'm paying for ChatGPT 5.2. I brought it into here and I said, make the light gray lines darker in this tracing. And it did that. Done. I've darkened the gray lines while keeping the background pretty much the same. And it gave me this. Now I downloaded it, but I had to upload it again because you can see it's just not quite right. These are not dark enough. So what I did was I brought the file back in. Maybe I didn't have to bring it in. I probably could have just done it from there. I said, adjust the lines in this tracing, connect all the lines together based on the tracing, keeping all the lines black and about the same thickness. And lo and behold, I got this. And that's great. That's exactly what I need. Now, the next thing I did was I brought this file over into Pixelmator. And Pixelmator is my graphic tool that I use. Let me undo everything. You'll see what I did. And what I did was I started here, and then what I did was I used the tools that are available to me, and I got rid of all the white on the outside. I got rid of the white, got rid of all that white right there, and I got rid of that line. I got rid of these other lines were up here. All this is gone. I got rid of all this here, and I got rid of this one there. So I cleaned it all up, and then I saved that as a JPEG. Now, the next thing I did was I went to a tool that I use pretty often. It's called convertio.co, convertio.co. So I put the file in here and I told it to convert the file to an SVG file. And I got this file. Now, one last step. I take this file right here and I go over to my CNC machine, and the app I use in my CNC machine is called Easel. Now, I brought that image into here, and then I played it because I have the ability to do it. I played with it a little bit. I want to move it over. I don't want it on the edge when I cut. I like to use the edge to hold it in place. Let me make this up off this edge too. And I actually have a file that I can take down to my CNC machine and carve this out. And I'll carve 2 of them. Now, maybe they won't look exactly like this one here. Maybe they won't be exactly, but they'll be pretty close, and it'll let me repair this one that's broke. So I want to share that with you. It's just a cool little tactic, a little process that I use, and I'm using ChatGPT, I'm using my graphics tool, and I'm using convertio.co to create my SVG file. So pretty much any tracing you have, this would be the process that I would recommend you use to take a tracing and move it over into an SVG file. I hope this is something that you can use in your CNC work.